Most agent benchmarks ask one question: can a model fix a broken piece of code? That's genuinely useful, but if we're honest, it's the easy half of software engineering. There's a much harder skill that quietly separates a competent engineer from a great one, and it's the ability to take code that already works and make it fast. Shetty and colleagues, back in 2025, built a benchmark around exactly that skill. They call it GSO, and it has quickly become one of the most punishing agentic tests around. Today, we're breaking down what GSO measures, why it's so brutal, and what a single-digit score on it actually tells you about a model. Now, to understand GSO, you have to see how it differs from the benchmark everyone already knows. Resolve a bug is the familiar shape. A benchmark like SWE Bench hands the agent a failing test and a broken repository, and success means the code compiles and the test turns green. It's binary. Either the bug is fixed or it isn't. Plenty of frontier models now clear that bar comfortably, which is exactly why a raw resolve rate no longer separates the strong systems from the merely decent ones. Make it fast is a completely different game. GSO gives the agent working code and asks it to optimize the program's actual performance. The target here isn't correctness at all, it's speed, and it's measured against an expert-written optimization of that same program. Passing means running at least 95% as fast as what a human specialist produced. That's not a vague better than before. It's a specific, human-anchored line the agent has to clear. So what does that actually demand from a model? 3 distinct skills, and most systems are weak at all 3. First, profiling. Before you can speed anything up, you have to find where the time actually goes. That means reading the code, reasoning about hot paths, and identifying the real bottleneck instead of guessing at the obvious-looking line. Second, optimization. Once you know the bottleneck, you have to rewrite it without breaking behavior. Better algorithms, smarter data structures, fewer allocations. This is genuine performance engineering, the kind that takes human experts years to develop. Third, the bar itself. 95% of expert speed is genuinely unforgiving. A small improvement simply doesn't count for anything. The agent has to nearly match a specialist who sat down and carefully tuned that exact program. And that combination of demands is precisely why most frontier models score only in the single digits on GSO today. Here's what one GSO task looks like from start to finish, step by step. Profile the program. The agent runs the code and studies where the time is spent, building a picture of the real performance bottleneck rather than the surface-level suspect. Form a hypothesis. Based on that profile, the agent proposes a specific change that should make the hot path meaningfully faster while keeping every result identical. Apply the optimization. The agent rewrites the bottleneck, swapping in a faster approach and making sure the program still produces exactly the same correct output. Verify against the expert. The harness measures the new speed and compares it directly to the expert-written optimization for that program. Clearing the 95% line with correctness fully intact is the only thing that counts as a pass. Anything short of it is simply a fail, no matter how clever the attempt looked. All right, 4 takeaways to carry away from this one. GSO, from Shetty and colleagues, measures whether an agent can optimize a real program's performance, not whether it can fix a bug. Passing means running at least 95% as fast as an expert-written optimization, an unusually strict and human-anchored bar, because it demands profiling, real optimization, and near-expert results together. Most frontier models score only in the single digits. When you next see a shiny agent benchmark number, remember that performance engineering is a far harder test than issue fixing. Standarity.com breaks down more of these AI evaluations in plain language. So come take a look.